There's always the inherent risk that one will spill some milk. Adventures are no different. They can sometimes get really messy. Little did I know as I sat down to edit, this day would turn out very differently. So after this, I managed to actually get a call through to him. It's a very, very broken call. The reception's really bad. And from the conversation, when I say conversation, it was words here and there. I actually managed to deduce that Monty's in trouble. What kind of trouble? I couldn't quite get all of that information, but it was just a case of, I'm on my way, but I'll be sending you messages. I'm on my way to the mountain, to Newlands Ravine. Seems like Monty's got himself into a little bit of trouble up there. I think he's just run out of fluids and he's probably dehydrated and a bit of a sugar low, but he's not feeling really great, and he's asked me to come out and bring some stuff up to him and try and get him off the mountain. So yeah, we're relieving a bit of a rush, and the footage is going to be rather raw. And then yeah, we're going to have to get up there. It's an extremely hot day today. I don't know why he went up. I hope he left early this morning, but he's probably got stuck in a technical bit. But yeah, rather unpleasant day to be on the mountain. I think it's over 35 degrees Celsius. It's in ELS Ravine, where we, about a week or two ago, got a little bit lost. We've been trying to look for material for another episode, and halfway up that route, I just realized we were both in trouble, and made a kind of a call to actually get off the mountain. And was very glad for it, because Monty also got a little bit injured on that specific route. And it sounds like Monty's gone back to actually have a second explore and actually try and look for a way through to the top. For Monty to call me, you generally know that it's he's not doing well. So he's decided to hold off on a point somewhere, sort of halfway up ELS Ravine. So the plan is for me to go up Newlands Ravine and see if we can find him coming down from the top. So, which is a better way to approach it than trying to climb up the route that he's taken to get to wherever he is now.
Unfortunately, this is what we're going to deal with.
Yeah, but it's like Dark Gorge. It's exactly the same.
Exactly
it's
the same.
Kind of that it's rough. You
just more massive and a lot more to see though.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get going on this forest and let's see how we fare. Monty on the lookout for kerns.
Yeah.
This is very much quite a rough path in the beginning. Not what we weren't expecting though. We knew this was going to be a tough route.
Yeah, last year, and it's changed so much.
Yeah, but I mean this wet season was phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean look at all the fallen trees, man.
Huge. There's a kern.
Yeah.
The one you were looking for. It is extremely humid here, so we are really working hard. Hectically sweaty. And I'm using a tree to support my standing. That's how steep it is. 45 degrees. So just to give you an idea, here's my face. And there you can see Monty on the front. Alright, so that gives you an idea of how steep this actually is. Crazy, eh? That's one way to give it perspective.
Yeah, I was about to say that's crazy. So
the camera is currently on my chest, just to give you an idea, and I'm bent forward like this. This is just a natural position, so it gives you an idea of how steep it is, and slippery of course.
Massive tree, eh?
Yeah, huge. Beautiful. And I think what's really spectacular is they're not damaged by the debarking guys yet.
Wow.
So this grass is really, you know, you always think I'll just grab onto this grass to give me a sort of a handhold, but you really got to be careful. It's got a very sharp under edge on it, and it can absolutely lacerate your hands to pieces. So underneath it's got little barbs on it that run the wrong way,
Initially it's just like paper cuts, which are not too serious, but if your whole hand is ripped to pieces with it, it can actually cause nasty cuts, eh?
It's here where we are. This is impossible, Steve. Okay? At this point, the route traverses out to the right on the ledge with beautiful rock overhangs. Yes.
Well, if this doesn't grow hair on your chest, nothing
Nothing will. Yeah.
You. This is a sugar high of note. Don't feed this to your kids, whatever you do.
Especially 8 o'clock at night.
To give you an idea, I can almost eat this chocolate, and it's supposed to be hot chocolate.
Milo.
Milo, that's even worse.
I know.
This
Wow.
is, you can almost eat this, it's so
Wow.
thick.
Wow. Well, this is what happens at 5 o'clock in the morning, mate.
5 o'clock in the morning, you mean earlier?
Yeah. Whatever time we start.
Yours is strong. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came up way too high. Oh well, a bit of a backtrack, but at least we saw the waterfall, eh? Kind of trying to refine the route. It always seems simple enough, but the problem is there's a breakaway here out of the gorge, and that's the issue, is trying to find it in this forest. And yeah, one gets tired, a bit frustrated. But poor Monty's just rolled down the embankment here with a boulder following him. Could have ended very differently, eh? Very, very differently. Luckily we were right, and just regaining our route and bearings and mapping and everything else. Yeah, that rock was something else. I was really worried there. I thought, oh, there's a good chance something is broken here.
Well, something is broken,
That-
but higher up.
Yeah, well, there is that. But I mean, that rock rolled right over you, eh?
Yeah.
And it was like your whole leg was missing.
Yeah. No, it's just rocking, but not anything high.
There were a couple of bruises. And I think we're going to have to kind of transect and hopefully connect with it somehow. It's not the ideal where we are at, but we've definitely lost the path, gone back on our path, retraced our steps and didn't find it. And we know it's on this ridge line. We're going up one more level and then we're making a call, because this is just unpleasant. And the call is going to be, if the path is not there, we are going to head back down the way we came and try for another day. There's this thing called the cheese hole effect, where you just go from one mistake into the next mistake into the next mistake until you can't recover. So yeah, this is our decision point, just above here. Hey Mons, what do you think?
First time for me, I must say.
Doesn't matter. We've had an adventure getting here. A lot of it we couldn't record it. The ground is just so unforgiving. The slope must be 65, 70 degrees at least, if not more. No path. It's just bushwhacking the whole way, and very unpleasant. And yeah, some of these valleys just don't see people for years. And if you're exploring and looking around and trying to search your way through, sometimes it just doesn't work out. And there comes a point where you've got to just say, listen, I've expended X amount of energy and I've run through a couple of close calls. It's time to make a call. And Monty and I had a pre-arranged agreement. This is the call point. If we don't find a path here, this is it for today. Then it's just chalk it up to a day that didn't quite make it out the way we planned.
And we're gonna enjoy a lovely
Enjoy a pie, yeah.
and a cook.
So yeah, that's kind of the way it works.
Welcome
Eh?
for the sponsor.
Yeah, we'd love a sponsor of Coca-Cola. But yeah, it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, eh? Or the pie in this case. Yeah, we're actually on course now, quite nicely. I mean, you can't really go wrong here, but that's what we said this morning. Can't really go wrong here now, can we? do you want to say it to the camera?
I don't want to say it. I would like to say something to you, yeah, but off camera. I don't like people to see blood.
Oh, don't worry, there's enough of that going around. Oh, man. You win some, you lose some, eh? This is Monty losing it. Absolutely losing it.
Away, man.
Not even a quarter.
Yeah. What?
It was an abortion today. Absolute abortion. He's delirious. When we get to the contour path, I'm going to give him more fluids. I might need to give him some dextrose, a bit of sugar, just to help him recover.
Sure, hey? Yeah, so little did we know that in a week or two's time this would be very, very true.
So that's the well-known ledges route to get to the top of Maclear's Beacon. Going around, this is Knife Edge, and going down to ELS Ravine. That's where that outcrop is at your 12 o'clock with the shadow. That's where I relaxed, and there's a tree just below it. That's where I rested. And then contact Mikey to bring me some water and something sweet for energy. Yeah, I'm lucky that I could get to the top of Knife Edge. Now just a drop down into Newlands.
I'm at the fire station Butt and busy heading up the mountain towards Newlands. See you soon. The day for this kind of thing. But yeah, that's what happens, eh? We do a lot of recce's, we do a lot of work, we do a lot of research, but it doesn't always go according to plan. I just received a message from Monty about sort of halfway to 3/4 of the way up to the contour path at the base of Newlands. So yeah, let's have a listen to the message.
Thank you, Boot. Listen, yeah, I made my way up from where I was sitting and relaxing and just recuperating. Took me half an hour to cross the ravine, slip sliding away, but I'm here. I will get you on top of Newlands, coming direction Knife Edge. So most probably closer to Knife Edge, and then obviously the ledges that you can see from when you're at the top. Thanks, Put, well appreciated.
I've just sent a message in reply, and then also just sent a message through to Steph. So it always pays off to have backup plans and keep people in the loop. That's how you want to keep yourself out of trouble. Obviously, I've got backup services, rescue services, which I have on dial and can call them if it's necessary as well. At this point in time, it's not necessary to get rescue out, but yeah, one does need to take these things as important. So luckily for me, I managed to get the message through just in time. There's no service, and so no more comms for now. It's kind of how this game plays. So luckily I got the communique off, and Monty managed to hear that other one as well. So just on time alone, I can give you an idea of how complicated rescues can become on a mountain. The first message I got from Monty was just after 12 midday, literally a few minutes, and it is now 1:30. So we're already an hour and a half into this. Now, if that was a really serious incident, obviously you would have called mountain rescue, but don't think they'll necessarily get there any quicker. In fact, to actually rally guys often takes quite a while, especially in South Africa, where rescue services are mostly volunteer based. So guys have to come from home and wherever else to do rescues. just made it up to the contour path. That's not bad. Not bad all told. Less than half an hour. And we're basically at Ascension Ravine. That's it. So now the actual work starts. Okay, so the messages I've got through to Monty. He hasn't read them yet, but at least they've gone through. Man, this is hard work. I'm on the steep bit of Newlands Ravine. It's still going. I haven't heard from Monty in a while. Reception is quite bad up here. I've sent him a few messages to say I'm where I am, and I'm kind of hoping that he'll start making his way down if he can. Don't know what we're going to find at this point in time, but yeah, got to keep going, eh?
So en route up the mountain, I actually came across two different groups of people who actually told me they'd met Monty, and to the group of ladies who actually gave Monty some water. We are really grateful. So thank you so much, and kudos for just stopping and taking note of someone who's struggling.
So what's your name?
My name is Gift.
Gift. You are a gift. You gave me a gift message now.
Yeah.
You say he's just here. He's not far.
Yeah, it's not far.
About how far?
Like maybe 300 meters from here.
Ah, okay. So still up a bit.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Thanks. How's it?
Yeah.
Did you guys pass?
Yes.
Is he up here?
So is it you?
Yeah. How far is he?
We thought there was. He's just up there on the right on the rock.
Okay.
He's right at the top.
Have you got enough water?
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, because we could only give him a liter.
Yeah,
But I
you
think
need
he
as well.
Was shaky, he was
Yeah,
shaking,
he
huh?
came up else and he's not done well. So.
No, he's not. He's okay. He's in a
Fine now.
shade. Yeah.
Yeah,
we heard screaming from above. We're like, shit, I hear someone screaming, and it's like, have you got water?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. At least.
Okay.
But you say he's on the path.
He's right on the path on the right, just before the top.
Okay.
There's a cliff where there's shade. and
Okay.
he's sitting there.
All right,
He
thanks so
will
much.
be looking for you.
All right, thanks. All right, thank you. Mont Goliath! So I can hear the bugger. Man, is that a relief? Mont Goliath! Just glad you're talking and moving, but
I knew if I stayed there, it's not going to work out. It will become very late.
yeah,
And then I met these two ladies,
I saw them now. I've just met them.
and they gave me a little water. So,
Yes, but you're looking a bit foul, young.
yeah, no, well, this is after having a lot of drinks and
Yeah, you've had a hard one, eh? Yes, I'm just glad I got you.
I went to fence the crack, but they removed the rope. So I couldn't do it alone. It's too dangerous.
Yeah. But I think you had too much heat, but
And then, then coming back, I didn't want to take the sun way. I slocked all around the barriers.
yeah.
And it's a slock, Mike.
Yeah.
It's a slock, Mike.
Today wasn't the best day for a hard work one, eh?
No, no.
Not with the heat.
But I'm looking forward to cold water.
I've got some energy and I've got water.
Yeah, in a
But let's get into the shade.
shade, police. Yes.
You're alright, but
Yeah.
I can see you a bit pale.
No, I took shots.
Yeah.
Not going to deny it. And I rest on the other side for a good hour and a half. I was
Yes,
cooking,
Yeah.
cooking and very little water.
He's alright though. I'm glad about that. So always have a friend in the speed dial, eh?
I had 5 liters of water with me, not enough, Mike.
Wow! And 5
Not
liters
enough.
is like 5
5
kilos of water that
water,
you're carrying
yeah.
as well.
Not enough.
And the thing is, it's dry, so you can't find any water in the riverbeds
no,
either.
No.
So I mean,
And it's-
the last place I got water was at the bottom at the stream.
Yeah, I hope to go swim there.
Yeah, we'll go swim. We'll have to cool off a bit. But I've got about 3.5 liters of water, and then I've got 2 bottles of Energite as well. And then I've got some sweeties as well, which will just give you a bit of a sugar lift.
Please.
Because you're probably also a bit hypoglycemic.
I didn't eat anything today.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing.
Yeah, it's unforgiving terrain.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
not path, it's bushwhacking.
Yeah.
Thick stuff.
Yeah, it's like,
And coming up ELS Ravine is, you can go read it in the
there's nothing there, there's no path, it's
There's
bushwhacking.
no path, it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's a slog.
Yeah.
It's gnarly, it's a slog, it's thick bush.
Sure, anyway, let's take a seat here in the shade
There, definitely.
on that little ledge,
Yeah.
and then catch your breath and grab some stuff.
Yes.
Take it from there.
Yep.
Oh,
Thanks.
no, glad.
Nice.
That boykie needs a bit of sugar, eh?
I think electrolytes as well.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's the thing, you take a knock boot and that's it, eh? It's heavy going.
In the sun. Sure.
Yeah, were you in the sun most of it? Wasn't there a lot of shade? The top
It's
half
in
is
the
nothing.
Sun, pal. All the barriers is in the sun.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yo.
I found that one tree and it just crashed there. I found you.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm glad you found.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think just take a rest and take it easy for a few minutes.
Yep.
Get something back. Sorry I didn't bring any decent chow. I mean, it was literally
hey.
throw some stuff in and get going, eh?
This is good enough, man.
It's just a bit of sugar back, eh? And just a bit of a rest.
I feel a lot better, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and also just psychologically, I think that also plays a role.
Yeah.
You know? You get to a point where you just like flip and heck.
Yeah, for one, at that one point when I found you sitting at the tree, am I ever going to get to the top?
Yeah, exactly.
You are so...
And your head is cooked, eh? You're just
Cooked,
not list for anything anymore.
No, you got no energy.
Mm.
And you see, how am I going to get there? I tried the up and that didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then I saw, okay, now I can move around the
Yeah.
barrier. Clinging on bloody grass poles and little trees.
Yeah.
And that's the way. That's the way I came around the barriers. But we learn.
Yeah, no, but this is not your and my first rodeo with this kind of thing.
No,
But
no.
so yeah, and it doesn't. I mean, this is the lesson. It's like no matter how well you prepare, there are times where it just gets rough and you got to make a call.
Yeah.
And stopping, taking a
That's
break,
it.
calling for help,
That's it.
just make the call. You know.
Yeah, but I did all the right things, you know.
Exactly.
Sit, get out of the sun. You haven't got enough water. Relax for an hour and a half. Let it cool down.
Yeah.
Phone
Let the
mic.
body cool down.
Yep. Get water and then.
Yeah.
Luckily enough, I got.
Yeah, and someone could give you some on the
Some
way
water.
down. You know. But I can't believe you carried 5 liters and it wasn't enough, eh?
5 liters, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, don't underestimate summer, guys. Don't underestimate it. This thing place can hurt you.
36 degrees today, whatever.
At least.
I cleaned myself. You can see I am full of.
Yeah, I can see you full of holes, but
Holes.
you obviously got hammered, eh?
Look there.
Yeah, I can see from here. Yes, you've been hammered, eh?
I've been
Look at
hammered.
this.
Yeah.
This is a brutal, like, this is a brutal
You can see.
setup. You can see.
Look at that. Look at that.
That's going to burn in the bath tonight, but
So it's not easy, mate. But I knew.
so at least once on Newlands, you know, you there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I mean, else there's no one on that place. I don't think there's been people
No,
up that ravine in a long time.
No, you can't.
So,
That last
and
bit
there's
that
no
I
reception either.
did, well, the funny thing is I did the whole of ELS Ravine now.
And that wasn't the plan.
And that was not the plan. Yeah. When we went up with Mike, we all good. Got lots of goodies and food and fluids. We're moving down, hour down, we'll have a swim at the bottom. Good. No.
You're feeling a bit better now,
Yeah, ready. Good to go. Still hoping that we will have a lekker dip.
Yeah, we'll have a dip at the bottom and then
I know it's not the best, but hey, any bit will help.
yeah, no, you know what, just cooling off and maybe getting something to eat along the way.
Yep.
And I think just all around you feel better now, you know.
Yeah.
Just you knowing you're kind of safe now, you know.
Yep.
So yeah, anyway, let's make our way down.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you had some of this at the top there, but it would have made all the difference.
Made all the difference.
It would have made all the difference.
Oh, this is cold, eh?
Yeah,
It's gonna be lovely though.
it's gonna be good on your muscles.
Yeah. Lovely. Ice cold.
Just what the man needed a few hours ago.
Yeah. This is fantastic. Mikey, what happened today? Something else happened today.
The boykie got himself in trouble, eh?
Who would that be? The Mongols, indeed.
Happens quickly, but
Yep. But luckily I could call you, mate.
lucky you had a backup number. And the thing is, it's not just a backup number, it's family backup numbers, it's rescue backup numbers.
Yep.
So, and then just gauging the situation, you know, like seeing where you're at and then escalating accordingly. So
Yep.
don't just go for the, you know, emergency number if you can self-help first.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing, is that you kept self-helping, which was a bonus. Also kept me out of trouble because yesterday is hot, eh?
It's hot.
By the time I got to you, I mean, I'd sweated out.
Yeah.
And like, let me just let you guys know, Monty carried more than 5 liters of fluids. I carried 5 liters of fluids, and both of us are empty now back at the bottom there.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives you an idea of how hectic it is, you know, and the kind of trouble that you got yourself into. Like, I mean, it wasn't like you weren't prepared.
No, exactly.
So as you can see, not all adventures go the way you plan. Monty was dehydrated. He had quite severe heat fatigue, electrolyte imbalances, and he was just pre-viremic that morning. We actually, the week subsequent to this event, he got quite ill with a virus and was man down for about a week or two before he actually came around and started exploring and adventuring again. So yeah, quite an adventure. It happens. It happens. Doesn't matter how well prepared you are. Could we have done things differently? Yes, we could have. You know, there's always something that you can learn, and not to be gung-ho in certain things. But I think all round we made some good decisions, and Monty will explain his side of it as well.
Now I'm thinking about, it must be 2 weeks ago that I went up Newland side of the mountain, Finster Crack route. I just couldn't find the rope to secure yourself when you go up the crack. And then I made my way around to ELS Ravine and just ran out of steam, man. I ran out of steam. So the learning curve from that is have coffee, have an energy bar, have something sweet, and make sure you got a peanut butter sandwich and enough water. I had enough water that day, 5 liters, you know, and I knew as soon as I reached ELS Ravine, I'm running out of steam, running out of energy. I feel weak, and the temperature was, 35, 36, and it was a scorcher over there. And I knew, phone Mikey, get hold of Mikey, tell him to bring you some water. I relaxed there for an hour and a half just to find my energy and to relax and to think what my next step is going to be. And then obviously I knew Mikey was on his way. And then just after 2 o'clock, when it was slightly cooler, I made my way up ELS Ravine and knife edge, and luckily I found a lady there with water, 1 liter of water, which I had. And then went down Newlands Ravine because Mike did contact me, and we were in contact with each other all the way. So although I did self-rescue, it was good to know Mike is on his way with water, energy, and something sweet. And that's a learning curve. That morning I went without any energy bars, without having breakfast, just water. And then sometimes when you do that, you see. Once again, thanks for that, Mikey, and that I could depend on you. And yeah, it was an incident or ordeal that I learned a lot of lessons from. Thank you, Boet.